today? Monday. Yes, I know we're starting a Monday off with tea, but let's get into it. So on this marvelous Monday morning, before we get started, I want to first tell you guys that you can subscribe by hitting below if you're new here. Hey girl, what's up? You might as well subscribe. Typically we do hair tutorials and we stay away from this tea, but this tea was a little bit, I feel like it was needed. I haven't done tea in a while. We'll put a card up below. I've done tea in a while. Put a card up below. Okay. I will put a card up above this video to show you guys my last tea video. You guys really like that, so I'm back with more tea. Okay. Because this has got a drink. Okay. Now let's get into this little bit of tea, right? This particular video, I know that you guys are probably going to be like, because in the last video I did release the name of the brand that I was having issues with. In this video I'm not going to, just because this brand is like I guess a newer brand. I don't really want to throw them under the bus. I'm giving this video to you guys to educate them as well as you guys on the proper etiquette between brands and brand ambassadors, because of certain things you just do and don't do. So for this particular brand, I filled out like a brand ambassador application, because some brands now have that as an option. You can fill out an application for their product and you may or may not get chosen. Okay, so that was, I don't know, a few months ago now, and I did not get chosen. So me being the way that I am, I reached out to them and said, why didn't I get chosen? Because I just want to know better for next time or for another brand that I work with. So they told me 2 lies, and I'm going to tell y'all how I figured it out and all the snooping I did and all the to get this information. So the brand has a line with probably 3 or 4 products on it, and they claimed that they only wanted 1 product to be marketed, and they were only going to send 1 product out of the 3 different products that they have. So they have a gel, they have a primer, and they have an oil. So they only wanted to promote the gel. So when I reached out to them with a long email saying that I would just like to know why I didn't get chosen, the first thing that they said, and I don't know where the email is right now. I really don't. I can't find it, and I don't want to really shout them out like that anyways or call them out. So I'm just gonna say what I remember for a fact reading. So the first thing that they said was that I needed the whole set. I needed the primer, I needed the oil, I needed the gel. I could not just get on camera and promote their gel, even though that's what they were doing. They were giving the gel away to people to promote the gel. So they told me that they don't know what other products or brands that I use with the gel, because they wanted to make sure that those products were compatible with the gel. Wanted to make sure it was compatible with other brands. So I was like, okay, well, I guess that makes sense, because I know a few of the girls who work for this brand, so I went on their pages. I'm like, all right, they don't really use the other 2 things that the company sells. They use their own thing. So I'm like, all right, well, that makes sense. But then they went on to say in the email that I also would have needed to purchase one of their products before in order to be a brand ambassador for them. So I'm like, okay, well, a lot of brands have that stipulation. I would have rather them been open to me about it, and I would have purchased beforehand just so that I could have been an ambassador for them, because it's a hot product right now. But they didn't do that. I had to reach out and then got a response like, I don't know, a day, maybe a week later. But I did some Insta snooping, because I know a lot of brand ambassadors. I follow a lot of brand ambassadors. Did some Insta snooping, and one brand ambassador in particular I was curious, so I asked her, have you ever tried this brand out before? Because they sent her the whole set. They sent her the gel, the primer, the oil, the stuff they said they weren't going to send me because they said that I could use my gel with whatever other products. So they weren't going to send me those, right? On top of that, they sent it to her without her making any purchases. I asked her, have you ever purchased from this brand before? She said no. And I was like, I was just like, okay, thanks, girl. Yeah. So basically they lied. I would not feel some type of way if they didn't lie about it. They basically told me 2 big lies about being a brand ambassador, and what I would have rather heard is that I'm too small of a brand ambassador right now. I know that I'm fairly small. I don't get to work on my brand ambassador and all that stuff as much with school and stuff, but I've been trying in the summer, so that's why I've been trying to reach out to brands and collaborate and do stuff with them. So I would have just appreciated the truth, because I'm pretty sure that's the reason they didn't give it to me, because when I look at this particular brand ambassador's following versus my own following, I have about half or like a quarter of what she has, and she got the whole package from the brand for free to promote, to do a video for them. So I just feel as though if we're gonna be honest as brand ambassadors and brands, as far as brand ambassadors and brands go, I would rather you be honest with me. Tell me that I have too small of a following. Tell me that you already fulfilled your quotas or whatever with somebody else. Tell me that stuff if I ask, instead of just making up 2 excuses that are total lies, like total lies. So yeah, that I don't know how to take it, because I'm positive. I mean, this brand can fend for themselves if they know who they are, but I'm positive that the main reason they did not choose me is because of my following, and I feel like that in and of itself is, yes, it's a marketing thing, like you guys have a certain budget for certain people, but don't lie to me about it. I'd rather you say, oh, we're looking for people with a following of this much and you only have this much. A brand, I think it was Aunt Jackie's Curls, somebody actually told me that they're looking for people with 5,000 followers or more, which I would rather hear than, oh, well, we don't send products out to people, or we don't send the whole sets out to people, because I know it's a lie. Like, my thing is, I have connections on the inside. Like, just because I'm small don't mean that I'm not connected with bigger people who will tell me the true story. So y'all brands gotta be careful. Y'all gotta be careful out here, because this particular brand, their customer service is not that great either. But that's a whole nother, that should be the next video. How important your customer service is, because some of y'all need some help in that area. But alright, you guys, I realize it could have been a little confusing, the lies and the truth, so I just wrote them out for you guys so that you could see, because I really do want you guys to understand, especially any brands watching this. I want you guys to just be more truthful, be more honest. Even if you think it'll hurt, it'll be better than telling a lie and then somebody figuring that out. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed this tea. Make sure to come back on Wednesday and Friday of this week around 11 to see a new video, and make sure you hit that subscribe, that notification bell, all of that, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
You the best.